Today we tell the story of one of the greatest games in the Call of Duty series, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Now when the game launched in 2007, it changed everything. Leaving behind the battlefields of World War II, the game threw players into a modern conflict, an all-out war against terrorism. Modern Warfare had a gripping campaign, unforgettable characters, and great storytelling. The game set a new standard for first-person shooters, one that still resonates today. Our story takes us back to the War on Terror in 2011. Khaled Al-Asad, who was a terrorist and a warlord with ties to Imran Zakhaev, a dangerous Soviet ultranationalist, began a coup in the Middle East, while a civil war was brewing in Russia against a party of ultranationalists. Now during this, in Credon Hill, UK, Gas, a sergeant with a Special Air Service Bravo team, would inform his captain, John Price, that new recruit, Sergeant John Soap McTavish, would be joining their squad. Now, after going through some formal training drills, Bravo team would head to the Bering Strait after they received intel about a nuclear package on an Estonian freighter.
Baseplate, this is Hammer 2-4. We have visual on the target. ETA 60 seconds. Copy, 2-4. Seconds, going dark. Seconds. Radio check. Go to secure channel. Lock and load. Green light. Go, go, go. Weapons free. Bridge secure. Hold your fire. Gas, stay in the berg till we secure the deck. Over. Roger that.
After taking out the security detail, the team finds the package, but fire from the enemy almost kills them, and they barely make it out with the shipping manifest.
He's breaking away! Come on, come on! Watch the fire! Johnson, Bravo 6. Where the hell are you?
Stand by! We're almost there!
Which way? Which way to the helicopter?
To the right! To the right!
We're running out of time! Come on, let's go!
Keep moving!
Where the hell is it? Jump for it!
Gotcha! We're all aboard! Go!
Roger that, we're out of here. Baseplate, this is Big Bird. Package secured, returning to base. Out.
The manifest would reveal Al-Asad as the owner of the package, and that he was going to kidnap and execute the president of Saudi Arabia, Yasser al-Fulani, to complete his takeover and spark a revolution.
Captain Price, Al-Asad just executed President Al-Fulani on national television.
The Americans have plans for Al-Asad, and it's too late to do anything for Al-Fulani. But in less than 3 hours, codenamed Nikolai will be executed.
A few hours later, Soap, Gas, and Captain Price rescue a Russian informant codenamed Nikolai who supplied the intel on the Estonian freighter. Captain Price and Gas would reach out to an old friend, Sergeant Komarov, who is a Russian loyalist that is interested in stopping a civil war in Russia, and they would use his forces in finding and saving their informant, Nikolai.
Alright, I've cut the power. Go.
Victor!
These night vision goggles make it too easy.
Sasha! Sasha!
It's him.
Nikolai, are you all right? Can you walk?
Yes, I can still fight. Thank you for getting me out of here.
Big Bird, this is Bravo 6. We have the package. Meet us at LZ1. Over.
The Americans already attacked Al-Asad.
No, their invasion begins in a few hours. Why?
The Americans are making mistakes. They will never take Al-Asad alive.
The assassination of President al-Fulani triggered an invasion of the Middle East by the United States, as they would send in the first force recon of the U.S. Marine Corps in search of Al-Asad. A unit consisting of Lieutenant Vasquez, Staff Sergeant Griggs, and Sergeant Paul Jackson, and other Marines would infiltrate a small town and clear their target building. Later, they would also take over a TV station where they believed that Al-Asad was broadcasting propaganda. However, once they arrived, they realized that the broadcast was on a loop and Al-Asad was gone.
Command, this is Red Dog. TV station secure. No sign of Al-Asad. The broadcast is a recording. Over.
Yeah. Hoorah.
Roger that, Command. Out. Marines, rally up. We got a new assignment. Get your gear and get ready to move out. Let's go.
During this, the Special Air Service would be on their way out with Nikolai on the team's helicopter, but it would be shot down, and they would need to make their way across an open field. As they tried to evade enemies and search for any Allied survivors, they would eventually be forced to open fire, and an all-out shootout would begin.
Gaspard, hold them all! Get that basement door open now! I'm on it.
Eventually, support would arrive and they would send an extraction point to the team. The team would make their way to a nearby junkyard where they would be extracted. Meanwhile, the Marines head to rescue a downed tank from a bog. The Marines would take extreme heavy fire, which led to Sergeant Paul Jackson destroying an anti-aircraft gun that the enemy was using, which prevented the Marines from calling in any air support. Once the gun was destroyed, the Marines were able to call in air support and clean up the mess.
Listen up. We don't have much time to get this tank out of here. We'll take up defensive positions around the bog. Here, here, and here. And buy the engineers some time to get the tank moving. Hoorah!
Sometime later, the Marines would receive intel that Al-Asad may have headed to the capital city of Iran. The Marine unit, minus Sergeant Griggs, would head to the capital, where they would rescue a downed recon team. Here, Lieutenant Vasquez is informed that Al-Asad has a nuclear warhead in the area. The Marines attempt to evacuate, but they're informed that a fellow Cobra pilot aircraft has been shot down, and so the Marines stop to go and save her.
We got 90 seconds, Jackson. Get the pilot. No one gets left behind. Jackson, pull her out of there and get back to the LZ. Do it. Get to the sea We'll hold down these corners. Go. Lieutenant Vasquez, this is Outlaw 2-5. Now would be a good time to get the hell out of here, over. Roger that. We're on our way. Outlaw, this is Command. We have a probable nuclear threat in the capital. Proceed to the minimum safe distance until the all-clear is given by the next team. Go, go! Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're in for some chops. Hang on. Jake, give me next hour. All U.S. forces be advised. We have a confirmed nuclear threat in the city. NEST teams are on site and attempting to disarm. I repeat, we have a confirmed Everyone, hang on! Something has happened.
What appears to be an explosion in epic proportions remain sketchy and
to set off what appears to have been a nuclear explosion in his own country.
Something larger, but no word yet on whether Al-Asad was among the victims or may have been a suicidal mission.
Having taken time to retrieve the pilot, they are not able to escape in time and the nuclear bomb goes off, killing civilians and about 30,000 US servicemen, which included Lieutenant Vasquez and his Marines. Now back with the Special Air Service, Nikolai revealed to Captain Price that Al-Asad may be in one of his safe houses in Azerbaijan. Captain Price and his men would head there as they have received information on the nuclear explosion in the Middle East and they are looking to finally take out Al-Asad. They clear several buildings in the village before finding Al-Asad and they tie him up and they beat him in hopes of him revealing his plans. Captain Price would lead the interrogation on Al-Asad. Here it would be revealed, however, that the nuclear package didn't belong to him and was actually the property of the Russian ultranationalist leader Imran Zakhaev, somebody that Captain Price has a lot of history with.
Who was that, sir?
Zakhaev. Imran Zakhaev.
I was just a lieutenant back then, doing some wet work. Chernobyl, Christmas for the bad guys. Even a decade later, a lot of them still used it to get their hands on nuclear material. A lot of them, including one, Imran Zakhaev. Of course, we couldn't just let that happen. Cash for spent fuel rods. That's one hell of a recipe for destruction. It was the first time our government had authorized an assassination order since the Second World War. I was under the command of Captain Macmillan.
Captain Price and Macmillan would make their way through the ghost town of Pripyat, Ukraine. Eventually, the two would reach a hotel where they remained on watch for 3 days until Zakhaev finally arrived.
Okay, I think I see him. Wait for my mark. Target acquired. I have a positive ID on Imran Zakhaev. Steady. Keep an eye on that flag. Watch for any change in one speed and direction. It's now or never. Take the shot. Target is down. Nice shot, Lieutenant.
Having missed his shot, Price and Macmillan would make their escape under pursuit from an enemy helicopter. However, they believe that Zakhaev would die from blood loss. While on their way to the extraction point, they take down the helicopter, but it comes crashing down towards them and injures Macmillan's leg. Price would carry the captain to their exfil position and they would barely escape. Now back in present day, 8 hours after the death of Al-Asad, the Special Air Service are being pursued by Al-Assad's men. They attempt to hold the enemy back until they receive support from Sergeant Griggs and other Marines. The team is extracted, and once they regroup, they turn their attention to Imran Zakhaev, who they know now is responsible for all the deaths in the Middle East. The Special Air Service, the US Marine Corps, and Russian loyalists perform a joint British-American operation to try and capture Imran's son, Viktor Zakhaev. Captain Price believes that Viktor should have information on his father's whereabouts.
All right, let's get this place sorted out. Change into the enemy uniforms and douse the fires. Kamarov, I need your men on the ground if the drivers start asking questions. Just keep them busy until we locate Zakhaev's son. We don't have much time, so get to it.
Man, you look like a clown in that outfit. Good thing you're up here, because you look nothing like a Russian.
Bravo 6, this is Vulture 1-6. We're tracking an enemy convoy headed your way. I count 6 vehicles in the convoy, over.
Roger that. Nobody fires a shot until I give the order.
Sir, I have a visual on the target in the third vehicle, and I'm walking by it right now.
Copy that. All teams stand by. The target is in the jeep in front of the BMP. We need to take him alive, so watch your fire. Stand by. Stand by. Smoke him.
The initial capture attempt fails, and they chase Victor until they corner him on top of a roof. And as soon as Victor sees that there's no way out, he decides to shoot himself.
I can put one in his leg, sir.
No, we can't risk it. Hold your fire. So, take his weapon and restrain him.
Drop it!
Restrain him now!
Shit, kid's got some issues.
Flashback, this is Bravo 6. Zakhaev's son's dead. We're coming home.
Son was our only lead, sir.
Forget it. I know the man. He won't let this go unanswered. Let's go.
Our so-called leaders prostituted us to the West, destroyed our culture, our economies, our honor. Our blood has been spilled on our soil. My blood on their hands. They are the invaders. All US and British forces will leave Russia immediately or suffer the consequences.
Now, Imran would be angered by his son's death, and he would vow retaliation, and he took control of an ICBM launch facility. Now, an ICBM stands for Intercontinental Ballistic Missile that can travel thousands of miles and kill millions. The facility is in the Altai Mountains. Captain Price would lead the joint British-American operation to stop Zakhaev. However, the team must make a quick diversion and rescue Sergeant Griggs, who was captured. Once they rescued Griggs, the team would kill the power to the launch facility, which allowed the Force Recon to breach the facility's entrance point.
Bravo 6 will wait for you at the rally point. Out.
Roger, Team 2. We're on our way. Out.
Get that fence open.
Now, after entering the facility, they meet up with Sniper Team 2, and they witness 2 nuclear missiles being launched towards the United States, with an estimated 41 million casualties. The team race inside the underground building and fight through hordes of enemies until they reach the control room, and Sergeant Soap uses the abort codes sent to them from command to destroy the missiles in flight before they ever reach the eastern seaboard.
Bravo 6, all warheads have been confirmed destroyed in flight. We got a ton of debris, but most of it's landing in the ocean.
Sir, check the security feed. It's Zakhaev. He's taking off.
Captain Price, this is Gaz at the security station. They came in by trucks. I'm thinking we can use all of these to get the hell out of here. I'm sending you the coordinates to the vehicle depot.
Roger that. We'll meet you at the vehicle depot. Out. Everyone follow me. Let's go.
All teams, this is command. Recommend you exfil from the area immediately. Large numbers of hostile forces are converging on your position. Get out of there now.
Captain Price and the rest of the team meet up with Gaz at the vehicle depot, where they make their escape in Russian trucks. The team, consisting of Soap, Gaz, Captain Price, and Sergeant Griggs, and other members, head down a busy highway. However, a bridge that is critical to their escape is destroyed, and while they try to regroup, Imran Zakhaev arrives.
The bridge isn't gonna hold! Move, move, move!
Reality sheet! You are going to be alright, my friend. Мы нашли здесь одного оставшегося в живых!
Заберите его отсюда! Быстро, давай! Мы должны доставить его в госпиталь немедленно!
The Russian government released a statement today confirming a series of nuclear missile tests in central Russia. Although world leaders were quick to denounce the action, Russian officials maintain that the missile tests fell well within established UN protocols. No comment was received from the ultra-nationalist party, where rumors of a possible leadership struggle have just begun to surface. In other news, the search for a ship lost in the Bering Strait due to a major storm has been called off.
Here is where the official story of Modern Warfare 2007 ends. However, there is one more operation that occurs after the credits roll, and it's called Mile High Club, which follows 1-1 team who are assigned to rescue a hostage from a plane. In the end, they save the high-value target who was held at gunpoint, and they discover the bomb on the plane has been armed. However, they are able to escape by jumping out of the plane. Now, two questions that we can answer about the story today are what happened to Captain Price at the end of the game, as we see that he's being given CPR before we fade away, and who was part of the Mile High Club operation. Now, for the first question, Captain Price would survive the aftermath of the game, as he would make a return in the sequel Modern Warfare 2. And for the second question, the Mile High Club operation looked like it was led by Soap McTavish. It was a special air service operation. However, the other members of the team would not be revealed in this game, and the official purpose of the mission and who he rescued wouldn't be revealed either. Thank you for joining me today as we told the story of Modern Warfare 2007. And stay tuned as we will be diving into Modern Warfare 2 very, very soon.